Started out a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing nothing.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is Tony Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott. Brought down at the 30.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Man open left side is Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Loss on the play. 2nd and
back
goal.
At the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Covered on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Short yardage, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Cowboys.
Room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott, and that will be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson now. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They keep on the ground with Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Malik Harrison.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Boy field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score, Ravens 20, Cowboys 3. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score, Ravens 27, Cowboys 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now Pollard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ravens 27, Cowboys 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he will lose lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Complete to C.D. Lamb.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
To number 88.
C.D. Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Point after.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that 1st half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him?
How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
55, come on, guys, 55. Here we go. Jim.
Jackson on first down. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. It's just me and you.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
4th down and goal.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Dallas.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. And again, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st down. It's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Check 13,
Now it's Edwards. And some room to roam now. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 34. Cowboys 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
brings up 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Here we go. 48 from Mike.
The give is to Elliott. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn